Hello everyone, welcome to day 15 of 28 Days of Love. I hope you had a great day yesterday with some love for yourself, some love for others. I hope you had an opportunity to hug past that awkward feeling and to maybe reach out and connect to some people that you've never met before. So we're halfway through the month, or just over that halfway point. And so in the email, I have kind of summarized what we've looked at so far so that we can make sure we're still focusing on all of those things. And I'm going to try to keep today really short because I know we're all so busy and we're halfway through the week, and I want to just keep you guys engaged and motivated to keep going without feeling too pressured or overwhelmed. And so today I want to talk about meditation. I've touched on this a little bit, but I want to talk about it a little bit more because it is such a great tool and a resource to help us, especially when we're struggling to put all this together, to figure out what's really going on inside, or if we're really being pulled by everything out there and kind of feeling stuck in that place of fear. And so meditation, there's no right or wrong way to meditate, and there are so many different ways and practices of meditation. One of the things that I think is misunderstood is, I think when people think meditation, they think, okay, it's about not having any thoughts at all. And if you can get into that place, beautiful. It takes a lot of practice to get there. Meditation isn't necessarily about not having any thoughts. It's about putting yourself into the position of the witness of the thoughts, of the body, of the breath, of everything that's going on. And to be in that place of the witness without expectation and without judgment, okay? And again, there are so many different ways to meditate, and we've all had that experience of sitting around a campfire and you just become lost in the flame and you're just really thinking about the flame or mesmerized by the flame and not really thinking about too many other things. That can be a form of meditation. Meditation can be done, sitting quietly with the eyes closed and just noticing the breath. It can be in a group setting with a teacher guiding you through visualization, or listening to an audio of someone guiding you through visualization or some sort of journey, right? There are so many different ways. So again, there's really no right or no wrong. But even 5 minutes of meditation can make such a huge difference in your day. There's a quote that I love. It says, everybody should meditate for 10 minutes a day. Unless you don't have time, then you should meditate for an hour. And it's so true. And I'm actually going to include a meditation also in the email, a link to a meditation that you can listen to experience a guided meditation. And I'll try to include some of mine as well. I'm not going to promise you that you're going to have one from me today. We'll see how the day goes and if I have the time to put it all together. This whole technology thing is a huge challenge for me, so I don't want to promise for today, but I definitely will get something for you from some source today, and then something from myself soon. But again, meditation, when? It can be any time. There's no right or wrong time. Any time is a good time. Ideally, if you can do it in the morning, that's great. It gives you an opportunity to bring yourself into that place where you can prepare yourself to move into your day ready for anything that life might throw at you, right? And again, before bed is really nice too, because it's an opportunity to kind of let go of your day and hopefully have a nice sleep. But if you if you work somewhere where you have an office where you have the ability to close your door, you could meditate for even 10 minutes on your lunch break. It can just have create such a difference in the rest of your day by just taking that 5, 10, 15 minutes, right? The only time I'll say you should never meditate is when you're driving, so don't pop in a guided meditation on an audio and listen to that while you're driving. But again, it can be anytime, anywhere. And it doesn't have to be sitting eyes closed. It can be simply staring at the flame of a candle. It can be walking in nature. It can be just noticing and really feeling your footsteps on the ground as you're walking through, the forest, or even just sitting and noticing your breath and how your body moves, right? Like we did earlier in this 28 days, the whole process of breathing with palms up versus palms down, and just noticing, right? Just being the witness and noticing and just letting whatever's happening happen and just watching, right? And when we sit down, sometimes the thoughts are coming and they're coming, and that's okay. Let them come and then let them go, and then let the next one come and let it go, right? Just like watching clouds go by on a summer day. In The Power of Now, Eckhart Tolle talks about, when you're sitting in meditation and that ego mind is, putting all these thoughts in your head. He says, ask yourself in your mind, what will I think of next? And then when the next thought comes in, notice it, and then ask yourself again, what will I think of next? And continue, what will I think of next? And he says what will eventually happen is the space between you asking yourself, what will I think of next, will get longer and longer. And at some point you might, you'll go through these different levels of consciousness, and sometimes we do fall asleep in meditation. It's not ideally what we want to do, but it happens and it's okay, but we kind of flow through these different levels of consciousness. Of course, there are meditations we could listen to help sleep, but if we're wanting to, do a meditation to really kind of bring ourselves in to connect with ourselves, we want to try to maintain that awareness and not necessarily go to sleep during meditation. But it's something that if you can start to practice this, like I said, even for 5-10 minutes on a regular basis, you will start to really see significant changes. And where you might really see it is if you do it for a bit and then you stop. And then you're like, what is going on, right? And then you realize, oh, I haven't meditated for a few days. And I've gone through those ebbs and flows, right? I've been through those phases where I have been very dedicated and meditated 3 times a day, every day for a couple of weeks. And then I've had stretches where I didn't meditate for, days or weeks or even months. And I really, really noticed it. And to come back to a regular practice again is just so profound. It really helps you to put things into a perspective that feels safe, that feels right, that feels positive. Okay, so I'm going to include a few different links to resources for you to check out. Again, different things work or resonate differently with different people. So sometimes it's a matter of trying different meditation techniques to see what really kind of works for you, what feels good for you. But also don't get kind of hung up on doing the same thing. Try different things and just allow yourself to experience it. Okay, and again, the key is to try to go into any meditation without any expectation, without any judgment. Okay, sometimes it's really easy to just settle into a nice calmness and feel very relaxed and be able to move forward and feel really good. And some days it's really challenging, and even if you've been meditating for a few years, you can have days where you sit down and it's just so hard to bring everything inwards and shut everything out. And that's okay. Just, again, witness that and notice that. And that's an opportunity for you to, start to ask yourself those questions of, okay, why is this so difficult today? What is my resistance, or what is creating this challenge? And when you ask yourself those questions, you will start to figure it out, because you know the answers. You really do. It's just a matter of taking that time to connect with ourselves, right? Just like we talked about earlier, the body is full of information. It tells us when we're hungry, when we're thirsty, when we're tired. It'll tell us why we're struggling with our meditation, or why we're feeling so anxious or irritated. So just taking that time to connect. So I'm going to leave it at that for today. Again, I'll include a few different resources for different tools for meditation, resources for meditation to help you to start to build your own practice. And by all means, again, if you have questions or you're looking for more information, please contact me, email me, give me a call so that I can give you whatever you need to help you keep going. Have a look at the review in the email. Keep working on all that stuff. Keep shifting. There's so many good things happening. I know I'm feeling it. I'm still hearing from you guys that it's working, and I love it. So thank you again so much. And I will see you tomorrow. Have a beautiful day. Bye.